if you saw the title of this video, then you are interested in something that I think could be an incredible way to end the saga that we all love. Life is Stranger. I thought of this idea right after Double Exposure came out because what a disservice that game did to the fan base. I think that a lot of people seem to think that Deck 9 just kind of did a throwaway, a cash grab in the way that's like, okay, Max Caulfield is back. Now play this game because she's in it. Now, a lot of people hated that game for multiple different reasons, one of the biggest being Chloe not being in it. So before I was going to create this video a few months back, and then things got in the way, like school, and then I was going to do it early this January, and then I got sick 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, it didn't go out great, but you guys don't care about that. You care about probably what is on the thumbnail of this and what this video is named. Life is Stranger. This is a concept that I thought of months and months and months ago, as I said, and I think that it would have been a great way to kind of conclude the entire saga that is Life is Strange. Now, since Reunion has gotten announced and gotten a release date and gotten a release trailer and a reveal and gameplay reveal and everything like that, and they explained what that's going to do for one last time, I think that my point is kind of moot in a way that's like, this isn't going to work. But I still think that the concept is really cool because I understand that a lot of people felt very disserviced by Double Exposure, and I think that it would be cool for this concept to be kind of in people's head, in the back of their mind, to be like, okay, this could be really cool. Will it happen? Probably not. I'm like 99% sure, but there's the 1% that I'm like, maybe in the future, maybe if they took a step back and really been like, this could work. Now, not everybody's going to like this idea. I know that, and I understand that it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I understand that they'd be like, how does this work? But in fairness, Double Exposure doesn't really work, and neither does Reunion. If you really think about it, a lot of people are really kind of back and forth on the whole ideology that the two timelines are mixed, which is why I think my idea works in the same way if we're operating on the fact that the timelines are mixed. So let me explain. My like concept art, my poster for this game, it's just kind of thrown together. It's not super pretty, but it gets my point across well, that it would be the like title and tagline, Life is Stranger, it's about time. Basically, what my concept is we're going to involve Max, Chloe as our two main protagonists. Because I think that that's what a lot of people want. I think that's what a lot of people understand, that that's what they want, that's what they need for a Life is Strange game to really be a Life is Strange game, if you're going to include one or the other. And visualize this, storyboard this, imagine this in your mind for me, because I'm not good enough at Photoshop or like video editing to make this a reality. But think about it this way. You're going to take Max and Chloe. They're in Los Angeles. They went to Los Angeles. Chloe wanted to go Los Angeles. She knows that Rachel's gone, and she can't change that, but she wanted to fulfill the wish of going to LA. So they go to LA, right? And they're, walking through the streets or whatever, and they're at a festival. I don't know what festival, but they're at a festival, okay? This is just how I imagined it. They're walking, and you're in Chloe's, like, third person point of view currently right now. And she looks on, and she sees somebody that looks a lot like Rachel Amber. Does she think it's Rachel? No. Because she saw Rachel's body. She saw Rachel passed away. She saw Rachel dead. This can't be Rachel, but she looks a lot like her. So she takes a couple steps forward, and the girl turns her head, and it's Rachel. Chloe knows it for sure. She understands that this can't be real, but that is Rachel. She feels it in her body. She feels it in her mind. She feels it in her soul. She feels it in her heart. That is Rachel Amber. How does that work? And then Max steps up, and Chloe's speechless. Max doesn't understand what's wrong. Max gets a little bit of a tingle in her head, a little bit of a nosebleed going on. She looks. There's Rachel. Max passes out. We switch over to Rachel's point of view. She's looking on. She just saw Max faint. She doesn't understand what's going on. And then Nathan Prescott walks up behind her, and he asks her, "What's wrong, babe? You look startled." I know, it's crazy. I understand that. But you gotta get with me and really be like, that's fucked. But it could be a really cool storyline. I understand that Nathan's screwy. I understand that he's disgusting. I understand that he had mental instability issues, and I get that, and I understand. But just hear me out for a second, okay? So the characters that would be included in this, I think mainly would be Max, Chloe, Rachel, Nathan, Safi, Diamond, Sean, and Daniel. Now, the reason that I'm including all of them and not the True Colors characters is I think True Colors is such a different story that it wouldn't really make sense to just toss them in there. They can't really have like a story element that I think that would fit there. If there is, and you have an idea, put that in the comments. I would love to hear it. Maybe they could be at this festival and the live band that's playing is Alex and Steph. That could be cool. That could be totally awesome. Even if just for a second they're in the game and you can talk to them. I don't know. But that's how I would imagine this starting. I don't really have like a storyline, like full arc planned out. But I think that it would be cool to have Max have her power, of course. Time rewinding, not timeline splitting. Kind of like Reunion is doing. Chloe, of course, with her backtalk ability. Daniel with his telekinetic ability, of course. Safi can do the shape-shifting thing, and as for Diamond, she could have her power. Now, for this game, the playable character would be Max, because I think that it would be, in a poetic way, if this were to be the last game, because that's my idea, this would be the last Life is Strange game. Not another one after this. And I love Life is Strange so much, so it's a little difficult for me to say that, but I think that this would be a good magnum opus to kind of end on. Balls to the wall, go crazy, throw it all out in the open, this is what's going down. Because I think it would be, in a poetic sense, the beginning and end, the alpha and the omega. Also, I don't think that there should be too many altering storylines that you can play other characters, only because I think it could get convoluted. I think a lot of the Life is Strange games have some convolution, and I don't want it to, you know, affect the storyline. As for episodes or chapter releases, I think an episodic release could be cool because it makes people, like, it leaves people wanting more. I personally enjoy the episodic release because it makes me think, oh, I'm so ready for the next one. And it's not readily available to me, and it builds. I know that's not what they're doing with Reunion, but again, I'm not Deck 9 Games, I'm not Idle Mind. I don't make those decisions, so I'm not gonna give my like full opinion on that. This isn't a perfect idea, and I know that, and I understand that, and I empathize with people that are like, this is stupid. But, and I know I'm not the only one that has ever had a concept for a Life is Strange game. I get that, I promise I do. It's just something that I've thought about for a long time, and I finally sat down and really, like, you know, made a little concept art, really thought about it, and I'm like, this could really be cool if it were real. Now, will it be? Like I said, probably not. But if you watched this video, I'm going to wrap it up here. Life is Stranger. It's about time. Coming soon, probably not. But if you watched to here, let me know what you think, because I really think that it's a cool concept to think about, even if it'll never become something real. If Reunion wasn't the next confirmed game and it wasn't coming out so soon, that I think that the concept that I've thought up could be cool and kind of could dive more into a little bit of a darker piece. So I've posted, by the time that this video is released, I've posted the concept art on my Twitter at AllNightDom if you want to check that out. But it'll also be on the screen here. And yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you so much. I'm really excited for Life is Strange Reunion, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks. Later.